Some places are so breathtaking, so iconic. You have seen them on postcards, screensavers, maybe even your own camera roll. But what if I told you those same places are hiding something? Something dark today. We are pulling back the curtain on 10 popular tourist spots that millions of people visit every year without ever knowing the chilling history beneath their feet. Because behind the beauty, there is often a secret no one talks about. Number 1, Eiffel Tower, France. It is hard to think of Paris without picturing the Eiffel Tower. It is a symbol of Romance art and elegance. But there is a side of the tower most tourists never hear about. Since it opened, the Eiffel Tower has been the site of hundreds of suicides. Some jumpers leave no notes, no explanations. Just a phone on the edge and a final view of the City of Light. The numbers are not made public. Officials do not want to encourage copycats. But staff have quietly admitted it happens more often than you would think. So next time you are staring up at the Iron Giant, remember, it is not just a monument, it is a memorial too. Number 2, Chichinita, Mexico, to the outside world. Chichen Itza is a marvel, an ancient Mayan city with a perfectly built pyramid that still aligns with the stars. But look past the stones and you will find something darker. Surrounding the site are cenotes, deep sinkholes once believed to be portals to the gods. Archaeologists have pulled hundreds of human remains from the sacred cenote, mostly young women and children. They were not buried, they were thrown in alive. So while visitors toss coins and make wishes today, this place once echoed with the final cries of human sacrifice. Number 3, Tower of London, UK. Tourists visit the Tower of London for the royal history, the shiny crown jewels, maybe even a photo with the guards. But walk around the grounds long enough and the air feels heavier. This was not just a fortress, it was a place of execution. Anne Boleyn was beheaded here, so was Lady Jane Grey. Over 100 others, including children, met the same fate. Even the guards known as beefeaters admit things get strange after dark. Some say they have seen shadows move in rooms that should be empty. Others just refuse to be alone in certain towers. History does not always stay in the past. Number 4, Santorini, Greece. The sunsets, the blue domes, the cliffside views. Santorini looks like heaven on earth, but it was born from hell. Over 3,000 years ago, a volcanic eruption tore this island apart. One of the most violent in human history, tsunamis wiped out coastal civilizations. Ash clouds darkened skies across continents. Today, tourists sip wine on the caldera's edge, often unaware they are standing on the rim of a sleeping giant. The volcano beneath them still breathes quietly. Number 5, Central Park, USA. Ask someone about Central Park, and they will tell you it is New York's green escape. A peaceful place in a chaotic city, but buried under the grass and trees is a neighborhood that was never meant to disappear. In the 1800s, this land was home to Seneca Village, a thriving black community with homes, schools, and churches. Then the city stepped in. They used eminent domain to take the land, bulldozed the houses, forced the residents to leave, all to make way for the park. For decades, history books did not even mention Seneca Village. Only recently have archaeologists begun to uncover the truth piece by buried piece. Number 6, Machu Picchu, Peru, high in the Andes. Machu Picchu feels like stepping into another world. It is quiet, sacred, timeless. But there is a story that does not get told on the guided tours. When Western explorers rediscovered the site in the early 1900s, locals were pushed out. Artifacts were taken, some never returned. The land once protected by indigenous hands became a magnet for foreign collectors and institutions. Today, tourism threatens the ruins with erosion, overuse, and commercial pressure. And the people who once called this land sacred, they are still fighting to protect it. Number 7, the Maldives. The Maldives are paradise. Crystal water, luxury villas, private islands. But behind the dream vacation is a nightmare playing out in real time. The Maldives are the lowest lying country on Earth. As sea levels rise, the islands are literally disappearing. Some communities have already relocated. Others are watching the water creep closer to their doorsteps year after year. The government has even discussed buying land abroad as a backup plan. Tourists see turquoise waves, locals see the end of their homeland. Number 8, Ankorwat, Cambodia. Ankorwat is a masterpiece. An ancient city carved in stone and surrounded by jungle. But hidden just beyond the temples is a darker legacy. During the 1970s, the Khmer Rouge regime turned nearby areas into fields of execution. Thousands were killed, families erased, and while the war is long over, the land still holds remnants. Mass graves, unmarked bones, even hidden landmines in the surrounding countryside. So while tourists marvel at the carvings and spires, some locals look away. Not at the temples, but at the memories they would rather forget. Number 9, the Blue Lagoon, Iceland. Every influencer wants the Blue Lagoon shot. Milky blue water, steam rising, snow all around. But here is something most do not know. The Blue Lagoon is an accident. In the 1970s, a nearby geothermal plant started pumping out mineral-rich wastewater. The runoff did not drain away like they thought. It collected in the lava field and hardened into something surreal. People started bathing in it. Eventually, it was rebranded as a luxury spa. It is safe, even good for your skin. But still, when you are floating in the warm blue water, just remember you are soaking in the leftovers of a power plant. Number 10, Bali, Indonesia. Bali is beautiful, temples, beaches, art, culture. But behind the yoga retreats and beach clubs, there is tension rising. Over-tourism has hit the island hard. Sacred temples are crowded with selfies. Water sources are drying up to supply resorts. Traditional land is being bought up and built over. And while tourism brings money, many locals can no longer afford to live where their families have lived for generations. There is even growing resentment toward digital nomads who break laws, ignore customs, and treat Bali like their personal playground. To many visitors, it is paradise. To many Balinese, it is a paradise on the edge of collapse. Every place has a story. Some are told on signs and plaques. Others are whispered, buried, or forgotten. But when we travel, we do not just visit a place. We walk through its past. The beauty we see today often came at a cost. And maybe we travel better when we take the time to see it all, the light and the shadow. If this opened your eyes, drop a comment below and tell us which place surprised you most. And if you are hungry for more stories like this, subscribe to Globe Gliders. We do not just show you the world, we show you what the world remembers.